Just Hip Hop at Lunch. We're here with the Kid Daytona.
Yeah,
how's it going, man?
Spotting. What's the word?
So I know over the weekend at CMJ, the kids in the hall brought you out and you performed How It Goes Down.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit about the track?
Basically that was the first time I ever performed that live. I just did the record maybe like a month ago. I hooked up with Bink through a manager of mine, Jumpshot J, and we just connected. Bink is just like one of those producers. He's been in the game forever. Like his first record was Don't Leave, Blackstreet. You know what I'm saying? So and from anywhere to Lost Boys to Jay-Z to you name it. You know what I'm saying? Rick Ross, he's like a legendary cat. So when I came through, he was on some yo, I like what you're doing, and you're one of the new cats on the come up, and I want to just branch out to the newer artists, because I feel like the older dudes is like on their way out, and it's time to let the young cats come through and bring some new and refreshing to the game, because the radio right now it just sounds like one big song, over and over and over again. So it's like when we came through, he played me just a bunch of different shit that he's been on, like all the new. He's just on a new sound. He still does his soul stuff, but then he ventures off into what me and him make, and it's just crazy. So that was actually the first record that we've ever recorded, and it just came out ill. And I just wanted to test the waters, and I was like, yo, I figured that Duck Down thing was just straight hip hop,
Yeah.
And I was just like, yo, let me just be me and be different and come out and just do some alternative hip hop type stuff, and the crowd was really messing with it. Y'all caught the footage to it, came out ill.
Definitely, yeah. It was a good crowd to test the song with,
definitely.
man. It was sick. So I know you just filmed a video for Contact up in
Yeah,
Boston
yeah.
with Society wearing the hat, man.
Yeah. There's people. Shout out to Brendan, Society. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Beyond Measure Film and all that. We did that video. I met Brendan. He actually, through Jamal and through another friend of mine, Aleko, shout out to Lace Boston. I did a show for them, and they really liked, my vibe and what I was trying to do. And then they were just like, yo, we got this film company that we work with, Beyond Measure. Shout out to my homie Noah, who directed Contact. And we shot, he was just like, yo, we want you to come through. So they came up with all of these, they showed me the line of clothing, and it's I just fell in love with it, because I'm just clean look, I don't wear all kinds of crazy colors and banana shit, so I'm I like what y'all doing, and they was just yo, we just gonna put you in Society, we gonna film this joint, and they showed me, a couple of reels from Beyond Measure, and I was just like, yo, let's do it, and then we got Cardi. Cardi actually, he was doing a show in St. Martin, and we flew him to Boston, that dude, he's not Mr. International for no reason,
Definitely.
Dubai, south of France, he's done it all, and I'm just seeing him, and he's just like, yo, you next, you know what I mean? So we did the video, a lot of love out there in Boston, shout out to Beantown, even though, Yankees all day, but I got love for Boston, definitely.
Definitely. So I noticed you're really active on Twitter. Could you tell us a little bit about how you're using it, who you're talking to?
Well, Twitter is crazy, because a lot of people don't know how to contact me, so it's just all right, I want to reach out to, Daytona, I'm gonna hit him up on Twitter, because he's, and that's how I've developed a lot of relationship with different, blogs and different websites and magazine, and even clothing companies, just to reach out and just bond and build and connect through the internet. That's been the major part of my career that I didn't even know existed up until a year ago. So Twitter, I don't use it, I use it to promote, but at the same time, it's just me building my contacts up and trying to elevate my career in that manner. A lot of people go on Twitter and all day it's just yo, and send songs directly to certain blogs and doing all that. That stuff is corny to me, and a lot of people I never even heard a rhyme ever in life would hit me me up like, yo, we need a collab, and I'm like, yo, I don't even know who you are. Like, what do I owe you to, do a song with you? And that's the corny thing. It's just like MySpace and Facebook. Like some people just use it in the wrong manner, but I love Twitter. Like that's like my first thing I do when I wake up in the morning. I check, my ad replies. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely, yeah. There's a lot of power behind it if you use it right, man.
It's just like it's like an extension to your phone. People that don't have your number, people that don't have your PIN, it's like, that's another extension, another outlet for people to get in contact with you.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So I know you've been in the game for a minute, been in the studio with a lot of impressive MCs and had some encounters with the record labels and everything. Could you share like what the most important thing you've learned so far is?
The most important thing I learned is to be patient. When I first came in, it's just like, yo, recording records, and like, yo, this is gonna be the smash, this one is it, I'm gonna get $1 million, all that stuff. Like, any rapper, you go through it, and it's like I've been seriously in the industry now for 8 years, and it's just like learning, just building. Like I had opportunity to build with great artists, great producers, just being in the studio with them and just learning, and not going into it thinking that I know everything, just kind of like still being a student to the game and a student to the whole industry, because it is a business. It's like we all go into it as fun, it's something that we love to do, but at the end of the day, it really is a business, and it could really swallow you up if you're not built for it.
Definitely. So before we go, is there anything everyone should be looking out for?
Basically, this is like the first place that I'm gonna be like, sharing this with. But I got a couple of projects coming out. I got one that I'm doing with the legendary doo-wop. It's called a Cool Out Tape. And for y'all, that's not familiar with that, it's basically like taking R&B records, and it's just like a ride out. Like you just play the CD from beginning to end, and like me and doo-wop, we're gonna be going back and forth, just rhyming on certain records, just landing certain records, play or whatever. It's gonna be dope. It's a dope project. And then I'm doing another project called, now I'm not even gonna get into that. But I had an album coming out and all that stuff. Like for real, I put out free material, put out 3 projects in 1 year. 3 quality projects that had concepts behind them. And now it's just like we just moving forward, man. The sound that I'm doing, for y'all that caught Mike's footage on, at the Duck Down show, it's just like a bigger, broader sound that I'm bringing across, something different.
Definitely. Putting in a lot of work.
Yeah,
quality work at that too, man.
Yeah. That's just all it's about, work. Because you can't, if you working, you can't ever complain. Just the more work you put out there, the more opportunities come to you, And I feel like I don't work enough. Even though I just said like I put out 3 joints, I feel like it's other people that, just out there grinding, working, and I want to get up to that. Every day I want to have something to do. Every day I want to have something to look forward to. You know what I mean? And just working towards the dream.